Welcome to Second Life Upcycling. My goal is to inspire people to rethink what's already in their wardrobe and shop secondhand instead of buying new. After watching The Great British Sewing Bee, I became obsessed with the workmanship that goes into creating men's shirts. In this video, I explain how I transformed this gorgeous blue and white striped shirt into a cool and comfy dress. The first step is to take in the side seams. Obviously, it's a men's shirt, it's big. I'm a smaller female, so I need to tailor it to the female form. To be honest, I'm just really guessing how far I want to take it in. Then I'll try on the shirt and adjust it accordingly. Then it's over to the sewing machine to make the new side seams permanent. These men's shirts are so easy to work with. The fabric is great quality. My only recommendation is make sure you press everything first to avoid puckers and catching the fabric. And next, I cut the new sleeve length. I didn't measure and just cut without putting much thought into it. To be honest, I should have cut them longer to allow for seam allowance. I made these a puffy little cap sleeve, and without adequate seam allowance, the sleeves are probably too short. I would do it differently next time. To ensure the sleeves are the same length, I use the sleeve that I've cut from the first arm as my template for the second sleeve. Then I press the new sleeves, create a double hem, leaving enough space for my elastic to go through to create my puffy little sleeve. Then it's over to the sewing machine to finish off the new sleeve seams. When sewing sleeves, I always start in the underarm area so the back stitching isn't visible at the top of the sleeve. Because I'll be threading elastic through the seam to create the puffy cap sleeve, I need to keep a section of the new seam open to start threading the elastic. Once done, I can sew the seam shut. Next, I measure around my arm for the elastic length for the puffy sleeve. I pin one end of the elastic to the shirt with a safety pin so it doesn't follow the other end through into the seam as I thread it. I use a safety pin at the threading end to help it glide through the seam. Once I've threaded the elastic through the seam, I pin the cut ends together with the safety pin while I do the other sleeve. Once complete, I either hand stitch or machine sew both ends of the elastic together. Sometimes the elastic is too thin to machine and hand stitching is the only option. The next step was to cut off the tail at the back of the shirt. For this dress I wanted an even hem, although I have seen shirt dresses in the shops with a longer hem at the back and it looks okay. Then I press my new hem and stitch it on the sewing machine. It's worth mentioning that all parts of this project could be done by hand sewing. And the final step was to add in some pleats at the back to add more structure. I used the existing seams as my guide so I didn't have to measure. I'm always looking for shortcuts to make every upcycling project easier and quicker. And here it is finished. Do you think it's a good use of an upcycled men's shirt? Should I do it differently next time? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe for updates so you can see what I do with that big pile of men's shirts sitting in my sewing basket. See you next time.